Hey, this is another episode of Kickback with Keisha. It's been about a week. I hope everybody is doing well. I have been under the weather, so you might hear that in my voice. But first and foremost, I do want to just take a moment out to acknowledge the victims of that plane crash, man. When I heard about it, my boyfriend told me, and I'm like, what? I knew it was bad. But anyway, that first and foremost, my thoughts and prayers go out to the victims, their families. Just a terrible situation. I've been sick. So, Bay was sick. He was sick, I think like last Friday and Saturday, and I've been sick ever since like Sunday. So, anyway, I'm feeling better now. All I have now is, I know you don't want to hear, but clear mucus and a productive cough, but it's just clear mucus at this point. So now I'm just finishing up with a nasty cold. So the last time I was on here, I wanted to talk about there was an Uber ride that I took, and it was a short drive. It was like 6 minutes from my place to Bay's place. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the long story on why I was Ubering, but yeah, I was Ubering to Bay's house. It's like 6 minutes away, and got in the Uber. There was a black lady. She picked me up. She was friendly. But before she got there, I messaged her on the app, and I told her, I said, hey, put this code in, and then, come on in. Told her, which side to come in and where, I was like, and I'll be outside. Well, as soon as I sent that message, the gate code just starts calling me, and I'm like, okay. So I wasn't ready. I wasn't outside. So I hurry up and put on my shoes and everything, and grab my keys and my car keys and all that good stuff. And then I get outside, and at this point, I didn't even look and see what type of car it was. I do check it before I get in the car, but as soon as I came out the door, there was a truck that just swooped right in front of my door and stopped. And so I was getting ready to get in the back seat, and before I did, I looked up because I didn't at this point have time to look at my Uber app just to confirm the tag and all that. So the guy rolled the window down, and I was like, are you Uber? And he was like, he had about 30 gold teeth in his mouth. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it was 28. But he was like, do I look like an Uber driver? First of all, sir, newsflash. Uber drivers don't have a uniform. Some of them do have the little light on their car, but there's not, basically Uber drivers are regular people. They're not robots. They're not all one race. Like you acting like you look different and like you can't be an Uber driver. So, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize. And then I opened up the app, and then I see that it was a different vehicle. He's still there with the damn window down, and I'm like, I apologize. I apologize. So again, it was just weird that I got the phone call to open the gate directly to, literally it called my phone. I'm not like the first name in the code or, in the little computer system there. So it was just weird that, as soon as I messaged the lady on Uber, that then I got the call. Anyway, so I go back in the house because my Uber's not out there. And then I'm looking, and then it's like she's got 2 minutes before she arrives. So I'm like, see, I knew I had time. Anyway, so when she gets there, I told her about the situation that happened. Apparently, she didn't even need to call me because the gate, she was able to trail somebody in. But anyway, so we got to talking about that, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And so we started talking on that short trip, and we were talking about relationships. And I did. I was like, girl, I'm gonna just give you the tea. And told her the tea on how I ended up being single, in another married, in a single, then in another relationship, and going to my vehicle and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, and so she mentioned briefly, just, we just kind of said a few things, and then she was just like, yeah, I'm in a relationship, and, sometimes I just want my own place. And I'm like, dang. I just thought to myself, dang, that's, I could be wrong, but she didn't seem happy. Anyway, I wish her well, though. She was a sweet Uber driver. Then she was telling me about her friend, and she was telling me, because then I was like, yeah, dating sucks. I was like, I'm just kind of glad I kind of got out there and got snatched up quickly, and and then she was like, yeah, and she was telling me about her friend. And if her friend sees this, don't think that we were just talking about you. We were just literally passing about 6-7 minutes of time, and we were just talking about relationships. And she told me that her friend started dating some guy. This is all in the Houston area, by the way. So I don't live in Houston. I live in the suburbs. I don't want to live in Houston. Some people may love living in Houston, whatever. I like to live on the, outside of Houston. But anyway, so she said that the guy was from Houston or whatever, and her friend was dating this guy, and long story short, he shot her. I can't remember how many times, but it was a lot of times. So much so that I think he emptied a clip on her. I don't know if that's 7 to 11 rounds. I'm not really sure on what caliber it was. But anyway, miraculously, the lady survived. And she was like, and girl, get this. He was cheating with the next door neighbor, but he was upset with her and tried to kill her because he said that she was cheating on him. So yeah, that was a bit extreme. But there are issues out there in dating, such as domestic violence, just people in general, just like with anger issues. I'm working out mine. So if anybody who knows me and looking at this, I'm working out mine because having anger issues, that can ruin a relationship, and it can certainly, all relationships, not just your romantic relationship. It can ruin every type of relationship that you encounter. So today's little quick chat is about when you're out here and you're trying to date and all that, if you have some issues, and more than likely you have some type of issues, if you live long enough, you got some type of issues. You could have you could overeat, you could, smoke, tobacco, cigarettes, black miles, I don't know. You could do, illicit drugs, hopefully not, but cocaine. I don't know why I just threw that one out there. That's just one that's been out there. Meth, prescription drugs. Some people abuse those. Xannies, whatever. You could have so many different issues. I'm just naming a few. Gambling, whatever. if you're out here in the dating world and you have some type of issue, that issue is not going to go away magically. It would be great if it did. You could snap your finger and be like, you know what? I no longer have an anger problem. I'm healed. Snap your finger. But if you do have an issue, you need to fix that issue. You need to be fixing that issue. You need to, don't try to hide it like it ain't gonna come out. Like, these are my issues. These are, like, tell people off rip. I know people might not want to hear that, but that could save a lot of issues going forward. So when I was dating briefly, because like I said, I got snatched up quickly, but I told him, I said, I have an issue with jealousy. And it's not like if I see a beautiful woman and we out at a restaurant and she walk in with a badonkadonk, or, you know, boobies just looking, you know, whatever, I'm not going to be like, make sure you ain't looking at her, make sure you just looking at me. First of all, you know, I know you got eyeballs, I got eyeballs. Sometimes somebody will walk in and catch my eye, whether it be a female, male, it'll be something that sometimes, you know, there's some eye grabbers, you know, and you just be like, and then you go back to what you were doing, but you're like, oh, okay, she's beautiful, or he's beautiful, or that BBL is ugly, or not ugly, or just crazy, or dang, he got on some tight gray sweatpants. I don't know. So there may be some things that happen that, you know, so I'm not that type of jealous person, you know, but I did mention it. I mean, I don't know how soon, but it was early on. And so while you're out there being in relationships, new relationships especially, be honest, upfront, and don't get too involved in a relationship, because those ugly parts of you will come out. So yeah, the next episode I do want to mention basically something that happened in my life when I was still in my marriage, and something that happened and it made me kind of change who I am today, and also made me change up who I was in the marriage. Unfortunately, it still failed, but it made me look at myself, examine myself, and make some changes. So I look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode. I'm so glad that the views are going up, and my subscriber list is slowly but surely going up. I know most of them are my family members, but there are some that are not. So yeah, I put some clip-ins in, man. I couldn't, you know, I got to, till I get my hair grown back, I'm gonna have to put some clip-ins in or something. But yeah, please, I'm gonna really focus on my YouTube channel, not necessarily the IG account, but I will be posting on IG, but I'm gonna primarily focus on my IG channel and on my YouTube channel. I'm sorry. I told y'all I was kind of sick. So yeah, I'm going to focus on my YouTube channel. So please like, comment, please comment, please comment, please comment. So I can, we can go back and forth. We can discuss things, and we can all get us a bae in 2025. A good bae, not a bad bae. So yeah, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. And support your girl, Keisha. So I'll see y'all back for that next episode. Bye.